In what can only be described as the most shocking, unprecedented, and game-altering event in recent NFL history, superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes has officially left the Kansas City Chiefs and accepted a massive, league-shifting offer to become the new face and franchise leader of the Dallas Cowboys. Fans across the nation, analysts, former players, and even rival team owners are still in disbelief as the news sends tremors through the entire sports world. After spending his entire professional career with the Chiefs, bringing them multiple Super Bowl titles, redefining the quarterback position with his jaw-dropping playmaking, and establishing himself as the undisputed face of the NFL, Mahomes has decided to walk away from the dynasty he helped build in Kansas City to pursue a new challenge in Dallas, a franchise that has long been thirsty for a true leader under center since the peak days of Troy Aikman. The deal, rumored to be worth over $500 million in guaranteed money along with partial team ownership incentives, shook the core of the Chiefs' front office and reportedly caught even head coach Andy Reid off guard. Sources close to the situation indicate that Mahomes had been increasingly frustrated with the organization's recent roster decisions, the lack of long-term support at the wide receiver position, and an offensive line that left him battered throughout recent seasons. Though Kansas City made multiple efforts to restructure his contract and build around him again, the window of contention had seemingly begun to close, and Mahomes, always a student of legacy and greatness, was drawn by the historic allure of the Cowboys, the team he grew up watching, the team that his own father once spoke of as being the dream for Patrick. This move not only sends the Chiefs into a rapid and unexpected rebuilding phase but also rewrites the power dynamics of the NFC entirely. The Dallas Cowboys, who have long been viewed as a team with the talent but lacking the quarterback play to get over the hump in the postseason, have instantly become Super Bowl favorites with Mahomes in the building. The reunion of Mahomes with former Texas Tech offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, who is reportedly returning to Dallas as part of this package deal, is expected to reignite Mahomes' creativity and freedom on the field. Already, ticket prices have soared, merchandise has flown off shelves, and social media is flooded with reactions ranging from heartbreak in Kansas City to euphoria in Dallas. The hashtag Mahomes to Dallas trended worldwide for 12 consecutive hours after the announcement. Jerry Jones, the ever-calculated but passionate owner of the Cowboys, is said to have personally led negotiations with Mahomes' team, pushing through what many believed was an impossible dream. In a dramatic press conference, Jones stated, "This isn't just about football, it's about legacy. It's about bringing America's team back to where it belongs. Patrick Mahomes is that missing piece, and today, we start writing the next chapter in the Cowboys' championship story." Meanwhile, in Kansas City, the reaction was a mix of shock, devastation, and gratitude. Mahomes' departure marks the end of what was perhaps the greatest run in franchise history. Already considered a future Hall of Famer, Mahomes brought Kansas City back to national relevance, transforming the franchise from playoff hopefuls into perennial contenders. Fans gathered outside Arrowhead Stadium in tears, some holding signs thanking him for the memories, others expressing disbelief that such a departure could ever happen. Many questioned whether the front office had done enough to keep Mahomes happy, particularly after multiple seasons of failing to secure a reliable receiver core to complement tight end Travis Kelce. With Kelce nearing retirement and other key pieces aging or departing, perhaps Mahomes saw the writing on the wall and decided to take control of his destiny. In Dallas, however, the energy is electric. Players across the roster from CeeDee Lamb to Micah Parsons took to social media to express their excitement and disbelief. Lamb posted, "Let's get to work, 15, while Parsons simply tweeted a fire emoji and the words, "It's our time." Inside the Cowboys locker room, the addition of Mahomes is more than just an upgrade at quarterback, it's a signal that the front office is all in on winning now. With a defense ranked among the league's best and a young, dynamic receiving core, the Cowboys may now possess the most balanced and dangerous team in the NFL. NFL insiders are already speculating about the offensive possibilities under Mahomes. Imagine the creativity, the audibles at the line, the impossible throws, and the championship mindset he brings to a team desperate to return to the promised land. The Cowboys haven't hoisted the Lombardi Trophy since 1996, and while they've had flashes of success in the decades since, none have felt sustainable or elite. That changes today. With Mahomes, the standard isn't just winning games, it's winning Super Bowls, consistently. What's even more stunning is the ripple effect this move could have across the league. With Mahomes now in the NFC, the power structure in both conferences shifts dramatically. The AFC, once dominated by battles between Mahomes and the likes of Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson, is now wide open. Teams like the Bills and Bengals suddenly have clearer paths to Super Bowl appearances without the looming shadow of the Chiefs dynasty. In the NFC, the balance of power shifts away from the 49ers and Eagles, as the Cowboys become the clear front-runners. Meanwhile, speculation is already swirling about who the Chiefs will target as their next quarterback. Some insiders suggest they may pursue a veteran bridge QB while drafting a future star in the upcoming NFL draft. Others believe the Chiefs might go all in for a blockbuster trade of their own to bring in someone like Kyler Murray or even pursue a younger option like Caleb Williams if the timing and price are right. Whatever their strategy, Kansas City must now rebuild without the man who was their heartbeat, their captain, their legend in the making. But for Mahomes, this decision appears to be deeply personal and strategic. He is known for being incredibly competitive, thoughtful about his brand, and legacy-driven. By joining the Cowboys, he not only plays for one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports but also positions himself to become even more marketable and influential. Imagine the endorsements, the prime-time games, the playoff runs in that iconic blue and silver jersey. Playing in Dallas also puts him back in his home state of Texas, closer to family, closer to the roots that shaped his football journey. And perhaps most importantly, it allows him to build a legacy not just of success, but of restoration, restoring a fallen giant of the NFL to glory. If Mahomes can win a Super Bowl in Dallas, he will have cemented his name alongside the greatest quarterbacks of all time, not just for statistics or MVPs, but for achieving the impossible. Already, Cowboys fans are dreaming of what the offense will look like. Mahomes throwing deep bombs to Lamb, threading passes to tight ends over the middle, using his legs to escape pressure behind one of the best offensive lines in the league. There are rumors that Dallas may now attract high-level free agents willing to take pay cuts just to play with Mahomes and chase a ring. And don't forget the draft. With Mahomes' leadership and input, the Cowboys may now have a clearer vision of how to build around him than Kansas City ever did in the latter years. In short, the Cowboys aren't just getting a player, they're getting a leader, a recruiter, a football genius, and a culture setter. And let's not overlook the emotional aspect of this transition. Mahomes leaves behind a city that loved him, a franchise that he helped revive, and teammates who considered him family. But such is the nature of greatness. Sometimes, to grow, you must leave comfort behind. Sometimes, to chase immortality, you must take bold risks. And for Mahomes, this risk could define his legacy in ways we never imagined. Will he find the same magic in Dallas? Can he turn the most scrutinized team in football into champions once more? Or will the weight of expectations and the bright lights of it&T Stadium be too much? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the NFL has changed forever. The Mahomes era continues, but in a new uniform, with new colors, and a new mission. Buckle up, Cowboys Nation. Patrick Mahomes has arrived.